In this video, you'll learn how to fix Claude Code Git integration errors. By following these steps, you will ensure that your Git setup is correctly configured and ready for use with Claude integrations. Begin by confirming if Git is installed and reachable on your system. Open PowerShell and type the command git-version. If you receive a response indicating that the command is not found, you will need to install Git. Execute the command when it install Git. Git to install it. After the installation completes, restart PowerShell to refresh the environment. To verify that Git is correctly installed, use the command git select object source. This will display the path of the Git executable. If it points to an unusual location, you will need to fix your path variable before proceeding. Next, ensure that you're inside a valid Git repository. Navigate to your project folder in PowerShell and run the command git status. If you encounter the message fatal, not a Git repository, you will need to initialize your repository properly. You can do this by executing git init to create a new repository, or use git clone https://github.com/user name/repository. After cloning, navigate into the repository folder with cdt repo. It is crucial that Claude Git integration functions only within a valid repository. If you experience a detached head error, which is common in CI clones, check your current branch by running git branch. If the output shows what head detached, you need to fix this issue. You can create a new branch by executing git checkout-b main, or switch to an existing branch with git checkout main. A detached head can disrupt. Setting your Git identity is essential for Claude commit actions. If you encounter an error mentioning author identity unknown, configure your identity by running git config-global user.name Jose, followed by git config-global user.email example.com. After setting your identity, verify the configuration by executing git config-list. This ensures that your identity is properly recognized. In case you face permission errors related to SSH, such as permission denied public key, you will need to generate a new SSH key. Use the command syskeegan-t edu2 5519-c example.com to create a new key. After generating the key, start the SSH agent with start service SSH agent and add your key using seshad $N US profile seshad _ed 25519. Then copy your public key with get content $end US profile sysh id _ed 25519.pub. You will need to add this SSH to test if everything is set up correctly. Run /t git at github.com. If you encounter issues related to HTTPS credentials indicated by an authentication failed message, reset your credentials by executing git credential manager reject https://github.com. This will prompt you for your credentials once more, allowing you to enter them correctly. If Git behaves strangely, it may indicate a corrupted by Git folder. To repair this, execute remove item.git -recurse-force to remove the corrupted folder. Next, reinitialize the repository by running git init and add the remote origin with git remote add origin https://github.com/usrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrr by git reset dash hard origin slash main. Ensure that Claude has access to your repository. Some integrations require full repository metadata. To check this, run git revparse dash is inside work tree. If it returns true, it means the integration can read the repository correctly. If you encounter issues related to hooks, check the hooks folder by using getchilditem.githooks. You can temporarily disable hooks by renaming the folder with renaming the boulder.githooks. That wraps up today's guide. Thanks for watching and catch you in the next tutorial.